and Kay
Trying
here
to
with
look into
more Persona 5 Strikers. In the last one, we beat the game. And now, there's some post-game stuff that we could do. First of all, when you load...
I have been awaiting you, trickster.
when you load back in, Lavenza starts talking to you.
You have prevailed through many trials. Unfortunately, I have yet another request.
And what is that?
Unbeknownst to me, a certain being calling itself a god has been generating distortions. It has grown to become a threat that is sure to stand in our way. A number of malignant entities have taken up residence within jails. These abominations hold such power that they threaten the safety of even this place, where we currently stand. It pains me to ask such a daunting task of you, so close to your decisive battle. But for the sake of preserving peace across all realms, would you defeat the monarchs of the jails once more?
I was about to ask, is it the Monarchs, the Sparky guys, or the Super Boss? So she answered my question. Yeah, I would defeat the Monarch. I could defeat all of it and more. We'll handle it.
Thank you. I had faith that you would not disappoint. I ask that you depose each monarch as soon as you are physically able, then return here. I shall send you this appeal as an official request.
Alright, the post-clear game world. Welcome to the post-clear game. Your game will continue just before the battle with Demiurge. New requests have been added. Try to complete all of the requests that have a strong rating and a painful past plus request in order to challenge a terrifying foe.
With that said, please take care out there.
Alright, I did take care of some of that stuff, so half of the battle should already be done theoretically. But I have never challenged this terrifying foe. He scares me, so
Here's what I found.
we'll see what we could do.
You're doing this one?
I think I have this
Time
already,
to get to work.
so we'll get that started. Trapped in a great
You're
tree.
accepting this
Mona,
request?
Desire Tracker Extraordinaire. I can smell a desire inside the Tokyo radio tower. I don't know where exactly though. It's hidden away. Tracking down this desire might be tough, but only we can do it. Doing that will give us the master coffee recipe, so let's take
Time
it
to
on.
get to work. You're
New
doing
junk.
this one?
Oh, we are one short, guys. Anyways, Kuwan Ichinose, friend of the Metaverse Scroungers. I've got one last request for you. I'm looking for a specific kind of junk. Hey, is it just me, or do you guys seem a lot stronger than before? We'll get more armor available by doing this, so let's do it.
Okay.
That
Let's do our
sucks,
best.
I can't do this right away, but that's alright. A thief's special challenge.
You're accepting this request?
Lavenza, the Velvet Room. Proceed from the base of the tree knowledge until you reach the hall of contracts without using quick travel or alarming enemies. Okay, well that's straight up telling us what to do. And we get the Master Curry to use in New Game Plus. Both of these recipes are very good in New Game Plus, but I'll try to get it done. Alright, I'm accepting that.
Time to get to work.
Then we have some painful pasts. I'll try to do it as best as I can. I'll probably go with Demiurge
You're
first since I've
accepting
been
this request?
expecting
Okay.
more of
Let's do our
those.
best.
An Angel of Contracts
You're
descends.
accepting this request?
Oracle looking for a new forward to going home ASAP. I'm so PO'd. Nobody's destroyed my home and everyone else is on my watch. I'm getting a super strong rating in the Tokyo radio tower. Let's take it down and go home already. It's the Shadow God that we have to defeat
Let's do our
there.
best.
I think that I know what that actually is. Everything else here can be helpful. So right now we're going to try focusing on this episode being the Tree of Knowledge before we go challenge these guys. Although, to be honest, all of these fights, the painful pasts, are going to be the same. You're just going to want to use the same tactics. It's just more HP sponge, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, so let's go to the Tree of Knowledge, and I'll try my best to navigate very well. Let's start our exploration.
All right.
actually a better party that I should try to start out with first. Ryuji, Yusuke, and Haru can definitely use some levels, but I'm going to need to make sure I have a healer, so I'm going to take off Morgana, use Ryuji. On needs it too. Actually, no. Morgana's back on. Sophia is off, and we'll go with Haru. I think that'll be an okay idea. As we're climbing, of course. Can I? Okay. What a warp. Oh, I should have looked to see where, I think it's the Hall of Contracts she says, so that was like toward the very top. And we start from this hallway or something like that. Alright, well we still have a ways to go. Oh my goodness. We have a lot of ways to go. If we look at this map. Yeah, we have to go through the path of yearning and everything, so we'll take our time. Okay, that was almost a fail. Haru is not good against Fornius, but okay, whatever. Let's see. So yeah, pretty much the post-game is just meant to be fun. You're meant to try challenging things. Anything that you haven't done before, of course, should be focused on. But, it should be a little easier, and it's just a little bit more fun stuff to do. Alright. Can we get rid of this Yatagaratsu maybe with everything we got? Oh, that's right. Okay, I was supposed to talk about thoughts about the game as we go through this, since I did talk about it a little bit. That's weird. Okay, so thoughts about this game. Of course, this game is very different when you play it. However, it does do a lot in order to tell stories from the original. So I feel like everyone has learned a lot. Can I get undisciplied? Unshocked. Wow, I got shocked twice in a row. That is not cool with me. Can you stop? Birdie. I'm trying to save my SP a little here because I was thinking that I could get through this. Nope. Okay. Oh, it's not done yet. I was trying to jump. Alright. We done? Okay, we got one done. Better than nothing, I guess. Anyways, so this game I had struggles with. I played through on easy my first time around. Of course, it didn't help. I mean, it helped quite a bit for me to learn when I did go on easy because this game has a different style of fighting. But the fact that we have to learn how to fight in the real world perspective rather than waiting your turn, it kind of makes it different. Should I do show time here? Maybe I should wait. Okay, I'll wait until the next battle and use the showtime then. Can we? Okay, yeah, we need to go this way anyways. Sorry. Yeah, this is a better way to use showtime. Anyways. So I had a hard time with this game because I was learning combos, and sometimes smashing your way through can help, but most of the time it doesn't, so you do have to be a little strategic, even though I still mashed. I like that Joker carries on some of the skills that he learned in this first adventure. So the gun kid in the first adventure definitely comes up when Joker does the upside down thing, because it at least makes you do that. So there is some confidants that are definitely rank 10 at the very least, because Joker's doing all those stylish gun moves to be able to do everything gun related. I know for sure Vanilla didn't let you use gun a lot. Oh, hi Spike. Not Spike. His name is Scary. No, his name is Sparky. We don't need to go towards Sparky there. Anyways, how does one go up? Up, please, thank you. Go to the path of surrender. Okay, a lot of A lot of my questions, I said a lot of my questions were answered in the end, and that is sort of true. We are almost to the hollow contracts.
Was that it?
How do we?
That was fast. Okay, let's
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Okay. I wasn't sure how to tell whether or not some guy was already done. Alright, how do we... Okay, move down would be great on these guys. Okay, anyways, so... Even though I'm not trying to do too much. So, all of what was carried over from the first Persona 5 into the second definitely felt and kept the same. We had Joker doing all the confidants pretty well. And then, can we shoot them please? And then, it worked out to the end in which he was able to grow, he kept his skills intact. He can learn to negotiate pretty well. Oh wait, we don't want to escape there. We need to make sure the battle finishes before you move forward. Alright. Can we get him, please? Ambush? Thank you. Cause that guy would have screwed me, because I know he did that the other time. Anyways. Are you American? No, you're not even close. Okay. Oh, wait, gun? Oh, he's already done. I wanted to all-out attack based on gun. I am just a little distracted here. I guess, all the character arcs got to show a little bit for everybody. Ryuji is still being his goofy self and able to start the adventure. Why else would he be here? He was always a starter, never a finisher. Okay. Let's grab this real quick. There we go. And we have to go this way. This was not so bad in terms of getting to the end over here. The hollow contracts. Alright. That's where I have to go. But over here... Okay. Wait. Oh, the exclamation point was for the actual story there. Alright. So request-wise, we're done with those two. We're technically done with this one. We still don't know where that is. And then this is in the... This is in the Shadow Hollow contracts as well. Is it that guy? It probably is this guy. Hello? Yeah, it's you again. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is a bit of a post-commentary thing. I am deciding now that I should do most of the fights from here on that are mostly the same fight have to be sped up because it is like the same fight. Why would I do this? Anyways, so past me was going on about the character developments about this story, and I last talked about Ryuji and stuff. Ryuji actually seems more, he does finish things. He wanted to finish this whole thing through, and he's loyal to pretty much the mission and everything. He was built for the promise, and even showed that in the Morgana arc in the previous game. But now, in this game, he definitely always makes sure that he kind of shows passion for always wanting to go after the bad guy. There's always, even though we do have to keep our heads about us, he always just wants to charge in head first. So he does give a bit of energy for that, and continues that. Is mainly shown off in the first dungeon, and she does show a bit of her fun in the next other dungeons, and even some street smarts that she possesses. But her arc mainly takes place in the first dungeon, as you guys saw. So On in the first dungeon is mostly there. She keeps a lot of remembering of Shiho, and she actually expresses a different side that isn't exactly always implied. Like, Ryuji implied her story in the first game when Joker was talking to them about background when Yusuke came in and they made hot pot together. On fell asleep on the couch. It was implied a little bit that On had a bit of a bullying problem because she was new and different looking than other students. So you could see a bit of that arc more in depth when she knows that Alice is going through the same thing and reaches out to her in that way. So a lot of the character arcs do get expanded upon and everything. And then we have Yusuke in the Sendai jail. Yusuke seems to, in this one, he keeps up more of the calm and straight, narrow knowledge of keeping the logic continuous, but he also shows it has moments where he goes off and wants to do his own thing, and that is the same for both games. Especially with the Sendai jail, he went to the Masamune statue and celebrated that. I like that he does go along with more things of Futaba rather than fighting with Futaba. I feel like there's a little bit more fighting, but of course Futaba and Yusuke were just trying to get to know each other in the previous game, so the character interactions with Yusuke is a lot more funny. It sucks that he started out as, oh, I could pay for myself because I want stuff in an art, and everyone's like brushing it off. I guess they knew the outcome, but it was like typical of Yusuke to say a bunch of things where he goes through problems of managing his finances, and he continues to show that in the game as well, where that happens. I like that he is one of the more powerful characters, in my opinion. If you can figure out the timing of his movements and whatnot. It makes a lot of sense. Also, I did mention, I didn't mention it before, and I did mention it before, and I can mention it once again. So I believe a lot of the characters keep onto their first persona, and it just keeps growing and growing, because that's who you officially have a contract with. The second and third tier personas from Persona 5 Royale don't count necessarily, because even though they Persona's second tier and third tier do experience being with you for a bit, but it's like Ren's point of view of them growing and evolving more. I don't think it's necessarily how it represents our party members themselves. Aw, thank goodness. He was about to do another Maggie Nolan. Okay, that's one guy down. I need to jump in and out before I actually go do anything else.
Okay.
Alright.
Here's what I found.
Well, we returned. Here's more armor so we can actually get stronger.
You're already working on this one.
We can make the master curry if we have the ingredients,
Are
and
you double checking the request? Good job.
I can make a Metatron now. So we're going to do the Velvet Room, but first, am I able to cook the master curry?
Let me help.
No, because I don't have everything. Let's see if we can use the shop. Okay, in terms of armor,
Which one?
we have the Karna's Robe, which is a medium reduced physical damage, or more HP. But this is a better, oh, it's like 20 points better. And this one's 40 points better. Those are for the men. Okay, so that was for the men for the Karna's Robe, but the Silver Vest is the, everybody. For Mona, he could get the Sublime Collar, which I am going to
You want this one?
get.
Do you want to equip that? You're buying quite a bit.
Because why not? And the women can have a Titanium Corset, which is Silver Vest, but better. And honestly, I put everyone on the Soul Vest. I'm going to stick to my guns on that. So that goes for that. And then we could also turn in one more request if we go into the Velvet Room real quick, so let's go talk to Lavenza.
Welcomed.
Incredible. It would seem you bear the specified persona within your heart. Another task complete. I can only thank you for showing me the infinite potential that humans carry. There is nothing more I can say. With the power you now possess, neither man nor God can stand in your way. Trickster, you have the power to bring a great change in the world. Use that power and seize your future.
It's done.
Alright, that is amazing. Now if we go back, we can
May luck be on your side.
see what else there is to offer. Okay, view
Just write
requests.
down. You're already working on this.
We got the
Mission
fortified
accomplished.
spirit, and doing this on a repeat gets us 120,000 yen. Not that I need it, of course. Well, since it's a mostly beat. Oh
write
wait,
down.
we still
Are you
didn't find where
double-checking
this
the
is
request?
though. Alright, well what? Since we're not on the verge of having to get hunted down. Oh wait,
What should we make?
I'm gonna try to cook, however I can't make the master curry because I don't have any beans. Which stinks. Yeah, that's the most sucky part out of that. But it does heal 50. It heals 50 to everybody. So it is good. And I have enough healing, it's just the SP I'm unsure of, and I don't want to waste the rice because I want to at least try the master curry. Alright, since we're doing that, let's go back to the jail. Go back to the trail of knowledge. And I have to cut to finding the I have to cut to finding the thing, so I have to start from the bottom
Let's go.
again. But at least this time, I can theoretically just sneak around enemies, and I can come back in and out. Hopefully,
Well,
if I'm coming back in and out, I should probably make sure I have the right people in my party for that. Alright. You know, it's crazy in the news that this would have been basically... It would have been basically done... Like, the story would have basically took place starting 2 months... It starts a couple of months after the first game ends, so him going home, Ren going home to go see his family after being free. I would imagine that there would have been a lot of upcoming news that should have been seen, but it wasn't seen due to how everything played out. I don't know, but it sounded like that. Wait, get rid of this guy. Okay, that's the last guy, so there's no need to use the showtime. I think it's back here somewhere. No? Oh, it's not. Okay, well, let's use our showtime then.
Showtime. Dominion. Here.
Whoa, you make this look easy.
Is there a place?
Victory was handed to us.
Wait, oh, I see it. It's up there. It has to be. I never seen that up there.
No, I found a treasure chest.
Dude, that was awesome.
RNG gods, smile upon us.
Shadow ahead.
I don't think it was RNG that we found that, though. That was me just being... No way. Oh, I saw... Did you guys see that? I see you. I see you. What are you? 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 What is your weakness? Wait. Oh, come on. Okay, where's that shiny? Please. Shiny? Alright, what are you?
That was too easy.
Let's go.
Oh, I have that. Oh, I don't have much time to get it. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, I got it. Yeah! Meteor run. Man, that's a lot.
What a skill.
I'm actually going to stick with Bufadine. since I'm mostly dealing with bosses at this point.
This was over before
It's
we
an
did
SP
it.
saver if you could
Good
just
job,
use
everyone.
the sequels.
Wow, nice one.
I don't know if I'm well equipped for this guy. Probably am, but I know I have to get
Let's see.
Demiurge Plus available again. Well, we can't be ambushing people anymore. I guess it would mainly be into these. Let's do another gun hoarder because we are going to be using ammo. I think that's a sound idea. Alright,
Already working on
we get the
this one.
blaster coffee recipe by doing
Mission
this.
accomplished.
I don't have coffee,
should we make?
unfortunately. The master
What are you
coffee, 50 SP to one person. Really good, however, you need select coffee beans.
This should be helpful. There's a sale happening.
I could get
How
some.
many would you like?
Only one though. You know what? I'll take it.
You put it to good use. How many would you like?
It's really nice that they can. I wish they could sell
Put
it,
it to good use. How many would you
but
like?
of course they don't want you to make the overpowered thing, so you just have to live with it, I guess. Okay, so cooking.
What's on the menu?
Since I got a coffee bean, I'm actually gonna make the master curry since I have the opportunity. It's gonna help me much better in the long run than the coffee, but we have to do both at least once. All right, master
Whoa,
curry.
Nice. How's this? For real?
Dude, this tastes insanely good. How'd you do it? This is still a bon curry, true to the original, but it's like its stats are all maxed out. Have you finally mastered it, Ren? You're on another level. Alright. Yep, these are good. If you can't afford to do this one, I would also recommend the Kyoto curry or doing a bunch of the hot pots. Should I do more hot pot? I probably will do another hot pot. Just one, though. I shouldn't go extreme. Alright. Actually, while we're cooking, we are going to make this at least once. But I'm going to make some more Kyoto curries since I need to. It's that and the Osaka sushis. Alright. And now we'll go back into the Tree of Knowledge and go get that guy. Demiurge is right here. You go enter it. It's going to be the same two-phase boss battle. Oh shoot, I didn't enter with the right party. Alright, now it's editor me back again with triple speed Demiurge. So last we were talking about character arcs, well, some of the character arcs. It was on Ryuji's Gay as one part of the character arc that has been explained in depth. And also I talked about the second and third tier personas. So the next character I'm going to talk about is Haru. And I would put Makoto first because it should be in Persona 5 Royale order. However, because Strikers doesn't... Okay, Strikers does go into Makoto, and I'll get to that in a bit. But it goes a bit out of order, so that's why I'm going with Haru. Haru's main thing with Sapporo Jo is that it touches upon the other people that are in her life, although it didn't feel like... Okay, Haru grew up without a mom, essentially, and it felt like it wasn't a little out of nowhere for Haru to me, only because she understood what her father was doing was wrong, and she felt alone because of the boyfriend and everything interacting, like the way the fiance interacted with her and how the dad decided to do everything and make her obey. That all sits wrong with Haru, of course, and then she rebels. And then you come here with Haru, and Haru is wanting to be saying to stand up for herself. I guess she was overwhelmed in the moment in the previous game, but in this game she does remember to stand up for herself a little more often, and keep to the right track. I guess I guess she needed the Phantom Thieves to help, especially since she did say that the Phantom Thieves did. She asked for the Phantom Thieves' help in the previous game when before the end of it. Okay, there's phase 1 down. It's kind of an emotional roller coaster for Haru in this game, and then she does feel more comfortable in her skin, especially the slightly terrifying parts of her, where her driving a car is a little on the interesting side. So I would say Haru's growth is interesting, but a little out there slightly. We have Makoto that comes into the party, and Makoto is mostly in the Okinawa jail. Well, actually, okay, it's not just the Okinawa jail, it's actually more of the Kyoto jail, but she also shares the Kyoto jail with Zenkichi, so we'll get to that in a bit, actually. The Okinawa jail is part of this section actually made it creepy, but actually made us also think of how the past was. So if you were to connect the two games together, Okinawa probably took as minimum at least 2 months prior to the game, so that would be May-ish. So a month going into school, you could have seen on the news that they were doing research in Okinawa a little bit. Well, maybe it wasn't super advertised, but it seemed like that they were trying to look into metaverse research a little bit. But I don't think they could have been super public about it because it was also a point of interest with Shido's trial and everything. So I can see why it actually isn't in there now to talk it out and think about it more. Then we go into the Kyoto jail. The Kyoto jail shares what Makoto has been through as a character. She lost her father and has been mostly with her sister, but her sister like ignores her. She gets ignored by her sister in trying to follow society and be the good girl in following the rules. But the Phantom Thieves allow her to break free from the rules because we all know that it's not always black and white, and it's hard to stay on the sidelines and not get too involved when something is harmful to other people and you know you want to help other people. I feel like Joker and Makoto actually go together more in that way because Joker reached out and stopped tried to stop Shido from harming a woman on the street. So Makoto also kind of goes through the same thing. Even though Makoto's arc isn't like the best story arc in the first game, I do like Makoto as a character that I'm talking about her confidant when it's not the best. Like it doesn't exactly fit her character, but she knows how to stand up and observe how others work. So Makoto actually tries to help and be a mentor figure towards somebody who was like her. It's like she's talking in her past when it comes to the Kyoto jail. And Zenkichi gets a bit of help too, because Makoto sees her dad again through Zenkichi, and Zenkichi gets more time because he seems like a guy who doesn't want to get involved with you at first and just wants to stay in his own lane, of course. It makes sense because, like, he's a cop, they're kids. Cops shouldn't really hang out with the kids unless it's, like, something related to giving advice and whatnot. But Zenkichi does warm up to everyone being nice, and he gets different impressions as the game goes along, so he gets a bit of help. And then he realizes in the Kyoto jail that he doesn't need to hide. He can always stand up, even if it is against what most of the adults would do. in the world and in his situation, he can do anything. He just has to put more of his mind to it. And Makoto shows him that in that way. Alright, and then that covers most of the characters besides Futaba. So Futaba started out, and you can see her being more social, I feel, in this game compared to the other game. The other game, she would definitely stay in LeBlanc in terms of doing investigations from the later, like from her house beyond. She usually stays in LeBlanc to do her thing. She isn't in school, of course, so she can't be on the school trip. She sticks around in the cafe at least and helps in the cafe. You can see her and her confidant in the previous game actually working towards being able to be by herself a little bit. In this game, you can see her extension of that, being by herself, but she's able to actually explore more on her own, knowing that she just has a cell phone in case she needs to call for help.
Let's go.
Alright, actually on this scene, I actually wanted to point out something that I thought was interesting. So, we are breaking this guy, slicing him to pieces, so he still has some computer parts or something to him for Demiurge. But then we go to Joker in this. We are able to put slices into this guy. But when we go to Joker, Joker is doing the most awesome part. Well, I say most awesome part, but I guess it's most awesome for most people thinking it. He stabs it like that, and he's going down with quite a force, but you would think he would, like, have his body go even more further. No, he uses his body to do that much damage and still keep his hand up in the air. That is quite the strength you have. One-handed, dude. One-handed. Alright.
That takes care of that.
That definitely does. Alright, it doesn't play the cutscenes again, I don't think. However, this does lead us to something else. When we return this jail, or return from jail, we get Bondi XP, of course. However, oh, it doesn't let us do it again? Weird. Well, if you were to challenge him again, you get crab, egg, miso, which is good for your other things. And if you were to do this again, 24,000. Not too bad, I suppose. Do I have to go in and out of the jail?
Here's what I found.
I might have to. Or I might have to do all of these 3 to get the last amount of stuff. Okay, so all of these drop a better weapon. But I think I'll take care of these guys since this is mostly the tree and knowledge post stuff. I'll take care of these guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode when I take down these 3 chocobos again. We'll see you guys then.